Hi everyone, and welcome back to my How to Do Nonograms video series. In this video I show you strategy number 7, which is tricky. It's a little bit confusing at first, but sometimes when you don't know what else to do, it will help you solve the puzzle. Now, look at this nonogram. I know you're thinking, well, hold on, where's the column clues and why are all those zeros? What you see right here is just an empty nonogram except for one row, so that I can illustrate strategy number 7. I call it the multiple 50% strategy. This is similar to our strategy number 5. If you remember strategy number 5, if your clue is larger than 50% of the number of boxes in the row or column, you can figure out some of the boxes to fill in. The multiple 50%, as you might guess, it involves multiple clues this time. So this nonogram is 10 boxes wide. The first clue is a 5, which is not more than 50%. But when you add them together, it is more than 50%, 7. All right, here's how you use it. What you want to do is imagine, or on a separate piece of paper, you want to fill in the boxes all the way over to the left as much as you can, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you would leave a blank, and then 1, 2. Then you want to fill in the boxes all the way over to the right as far as you can. So 1, 2, blank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now what you look at is which boxes overlap for the same number clue. Here's our first group of 5. Here's our second group of 5. You'll notice these 3 boxes overlap and are filled in each time. So, this means these 3 boxes will definitely be filled in, because even if you go all the way over to the left, these still get filled in. If you go all the way over to the right, they still get filled in. So this technique tells us these 3 clues will be filled in. Let's look at the group of 2 boxes. They do not overlap at all. So you can't fill in anything over here. Now, if you're thinking, well, wait a minute, those 2 boxes overlap. And here's the somewhat tricky part. You just have to remember this. These 2 boxes overlap, but these 2 are part of the 2 clue. These 5 are part of the first clue, the 5. So because this box is part of 5 in a row, and this box is part of 2 in a row, you cannot count these as overlapping. So you can't fill in anything over here. Only these 3. Let's look at another situation with multiple clues to make sure we understand strategy number 7. So in this nonogram, again, I've gotten rid of the columns. It doesn't matter. We're just illustrating strategy number 7. This nonogram is 12 boxes wide. Again, 5 and 4, neither one of them is more than 50%, so we have to use the multiple 50% strategy. So if you can do this in your head, that's pretty good. It's tricky to do this in your head when you get larger numbers to deal with, and you also have other boxes to work around on a nonogram. But it might help you just to get a sheet of graph paper and just do some of this while you're doing an actual nonogram so you can figure it out. Fill in these clues as far over to the left as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, empty, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill them in all the way over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, empty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look for the overlapping boxes for the same clue. If we look at the 5, we see these 3 boxes overlap. These boxes overlap, but this set of boxes is for the 5 clue. This set is for the 4 clue. You cannot fill in this box. They have to be the same clue, like here. These 2 boxes and these 2 boxes are filled in both times for the number 4 clue. So, if this were a real nonogram, on your puzzle, you could go ahead and fill in these 3 and these 2. As always, if I haven't explained this effectively enough, or if you still need more explanation, be sure to leave a comment so that I can see that maybe I need to do another video on this or something, or explain it better. But let's look at strategy 7-1. That's this nonogram if you printed this out at home. And let's see how we can use strategy number 7 with an actual nonogram. we're looking for multiple clues in a row or column, and one of those clues needs to be a pretty large number. This nonogram is 12 boxes wide, 12 boxes from top to bottom, and the largest numbers I see would be the 8s, and we have an 8 and a 1. So you want to imagine filling in 8 in a row all the way over to the left. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, empty, and then 1, we would stop here on the 10th box. We have 2 boxes left over. So if I actually put that into the puzzle, it would look like that. If we did it all the way over to the right, you'd have 1 there, empty, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And look at the boxes that are overlapping for the same clue. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th boxes in the row. We know those will be filled in. Can't do this one because that is the single box. This is still the 8 in a row here. Let me start this nonogram over. I just did that so you could see it. So let's go ahead and fill in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th boxes. And that's all we figured out we could do. Now this row has the same clues just in the opposite order. So let's start at the right side and do the 1, 2, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Eventually we'll figure out the rest of these rows. Now, can we do it with the 6 and the 1? The 6 is a smaller number, of course. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, space 1. This is the 8th box. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes left over. So now, let's start 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we got to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when we did 6 in a row from the farthest on the left, these 2 boxes were filled in, because this would be box 5, this would be box 6. So we can fill these 2 in, but that looks like that's all we can do. Those are the only 2 that overlap for the first number clue, the 6. And as I'm looking, I don't see any other pairs of clues in the same row or column where 1 is a large number. So let's see if we can use our other strategies now to help out. I see right away we can use our looking for blank strategy. Strategy number 6. We have 4 consecutive boxes that we'll need to fill in. We have 1 box here, so we know if we go up, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, which means these boxes have to be empty. If we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, this box has to be empty. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, empty. Put dots in those boxes if you're doing that at home. That helps us out a little bit. What else can we do? Look what happened here. We need 6 in a row. How many boxes do we have to work with? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But one of them is the single box, and that could go here or here. So we actually can't use the 50% strategy here, not yet. We don't know where that single box goes. But for the first row we do, look, we have a single clue of 6, and we know it can't, there's not room here for 6, right? So we know these are empty. Same thing here, there's not enough room. Empty, empty, and that leaves us with only 6 boxes. Let's see what else we can do. I see the edge strategy. Look right here, we need 3 in a row. We have 1 on the edge of the nonogram, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Same thing right here. 1, 2, 3, which means this one is empty. This one is empty. The top 2 clues for this column are 1s. That one has to be blank. That one has to be blank. All of these top clues are 1s, so those have to all be blank. Look at this column. We need 1, and then we need 3 in a row, and then 1. I think this column's done. If we're going to do 3 in a row right here, this one has to be filled in. This one's empty. The last clue is a 1, so these are all going to get dots as well. Look at this row. We need 2 sets of 3 boxes filled in. On this side, we only have 5 boxes, so one of them could go here. On this side, we have 6 boxes, and because you have to leave a blank in between, you cannot fit both over here. 1, 2, 3, blank, 1, 2. It's not going to work. So one of the, this 3 has to go over here, which means 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Both times, this box has to be filled in. And that allows us to eliminate another box up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That box should be eliminated. 1, 1, 2. The 2 can't go here. It has to be on the right side of the 1, so these are empty, which means the 2 go right there. Very good. This is the single box filled in. Oh, we don't know that yet, though. We don't know if that's single or if that's part of the 6. Can't be hasty when filling these out, so I might be wrong about that. So we can't do anything there. 2, 1. So here's another example. You might think, well, we need a 1. This one's empty, but it could be the 2. 1, 2. So we don't know anything here yet either. Still don't know anything here or here, here. And one thing we can do, we forgot to put a dot here. This one cannot be filled in. Need one in between those 2. And we can use the edge strategy here. We have 1 on this edge. Can't go above, so we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a big help. All of these get dots. And the edge strategy helps us figure out where the other 3 go. 1, 2, 3. These are blank. This one is our single box, so that's empty. How many boxes do we have here to work with now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can't eliminate any more boxes yet. Not on that row, but here we could. Oh, there's our single box, which means this has to be the 2. So 1, 2, that's empty. All of these are empty. This is our single box for this row, which means we have to connect these because we need 6 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means these are all empty. Put dots in those boxes. For this column, we have 3 single clues, so this one has to be empty. We figured out the 4 for this column. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 single clues, 1, 1, 1. This one is empty. This column needs 3 single clues. There's 1 single box, so these are empty. Now look at this column. We need 4 in a row. Here are 2, so we have to connect them. There's no other way to do 4 in a row here when you have these 2 filled in separately. So 1, 2, 3. We don't yet know if it's going to be this one or this one, but we know it can't be these 2. That'd be too far down, right? Oh, this column's done. We missed that. That single box is filled in. That single box. This one is not. All of these can be empty. What about this row? We need a single box and then 8 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not going to work. We have to go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This row is done. This row, we know this set of 3. This set of 3 has to go 1, 2, 3. These are empty because the column needs 2 single boxes filled in. This box has to be filled in because you need 5 in a row, and these 2 are filled in. So fill that one in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or if we start on this box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't fill these boxes in, so put dots down here. Oh, how many boxes do we have here to work with now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That row is finished. Let's use the, look at that, the edge strategy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This box will be empty. Edge strategy here, 1, 2. This box will be empty because of the column. Needs only 2 single clues. This row is done. You need 3 single clues. 1, 2, and 3. So get rid of these. This box will not be filled in. Looks like we're going to need the bottom 5 boxes for this clue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Empty, empty because of the row clues. 1, 2, 3, 4 is done. That's empty. 1, 1, not sure which one here. Oh, we know now because look, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1. That one's empty. This one has to be filled in for the row clue. The bottom 5 need to be filled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Empty, empty, blank, blank. That one has to be filled in. What's it going to be here? Which one of these 2? This column is already done, so that's empty, which means we are done. Watch my next video to learn more about using strategy number 7 to solve nonograms. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.